Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Peter with PeteDesignWorks.com. In this tutorial, you'll be learning how to create this using Adobe Illustrator. So let's get right into it. When you open the Illustrator software, this is the interface that comes up. But when you are opening this software for the first time, you might not see all these things that is happening here, that is showing up here. All these are just my previous work. So if you are just opening for the first time, you definitely have not done anything before. So everything here should be blank. So what you will do now is create an artboard. So to do that, you click the Create New button. So when you click it, it brings out this interface here. So what it's telling us to do now is to choose a specific width and height for the artboard we want to create. So I usually use 1000 pixel by 1000 pixel. So that's what I will click. You can choose any other one you want if you want to change it here. So I click this and I click create. Okay, now we are in the artboard now. So the first thing you will do is check the view side and then check if your smart guide is selected. It says selected, and check if your snap to pixel is selected. These both are very important when you are working. It makes your work easier. So you make sure those are selected before you start. Now to begin, we'll start with creating a circle. So to do that, we'll go to our shape tool. These are the shape tools here. We'll click and hold to get our ellipse tool, which is the circle tool. So to draw the circle, you can easily just drag it and draw a circle like this, but you see that the shape is not perfect. It's not a perfect circle. So to get a perfect circle, just hold down shift. So the shift will make us create a perfect circle like this. So just get the circle, align horizontally and vertically. Just reduce it a bit like that. Now we'll make the stroke 4 with 4 points like that. Now next thing, we'll create another circle. So instead of coming here again, we can easily just duplicate this circle like this. So to do that, you copy and paste in front. So to copy, you use Ctrl C and then paste in front. So it will paste this circle, one circle on top of this circle. So Ctrl F is to paste in front. F. So now we have two circles there like that. So we can remove the fill on both. Remove the fill on both. Like that. We now reduce it. To reduce it, you use Shift and Alt. So it will reduce the size. We are scaling down like that. So Shift and Alt. So this one will make the font size times 2 of the first one. So that will be 8. 8. This one is 4. Okay. So we can increase it a bit. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. So next, we'll create a rectangle, like a rectangle. So to do that, we'll go to the shape tool as well, click and hold, and then click on the rectangle tool. So what we'll do is just drag. This time we don't need to use the shift. If we use the shift, we are trying to create a perfect square, and that's not what we want. So we just use like a free roam rectangle, make it come out in the other side a bit. Reduce the stroke to 4 and make sure it's centered, and reduce this side a bit. So So now we don't want it perfectly in the center, so you just hold shift so that it should not move to any other side, maintaining a straight line until it comes to the middle. Okay, so that's what we want. So the next thing we'll do now is we want to remove all these parts within the circle, so that it should just be like this thing is right on top of the circle. So to do that, we'll select everything like this, and then we use the Shipbuilder tool. We can also use the Pathfinder tool, but the Shipbuilder tool makes it easier because like the manual style of doing it. So you can easily just select. So what we'll do now is I will scroll in. To scroll in, you use Alt, hold down Alt, and then use your middle mouse scroll button to scroll in and out like that. That's how I'm scrolling in. So if you want to move from left to right, you hold your space bar and move any direction you want like that. So now after selecting the Shipbuilder tool, you come here and go close to it, and then you see that it's in plus before. When you hold Alt, it turns to minus. So it's like we want to remove this part, like that minus, it removes it. Come here to minus, it removes it. It comes here to minus to remove it, minus to remove it. So now it seems the rectangle is right on top of the circle, and that's what we want. So next, we want to create like a shadow on this side. So to do that, we have to use the pen tool. You click on it and then come to this place, you click on this point, you come here to the last end point you want to click. Then instead of just clicking, you hold and drag it to form a smooth curve. So you might not get it the first time, you might just be doing this, but just try and just get it. Just try and make sure you get that curve that you want, that we want. So I think this is a good curve. So you see that there's another curve here. To make it like a straight line, you hold Alt and click it, get a straight line. You come here again, we want to make a small curve, so you curve it a bit, you hold and drag, then you release, you hold Alt again to make it straight line, come here and join them together. So that's it, we've made our curve like that with the pen tool. So we swap it to fill, and we have our shadow like that. So we want to make the same exact one here. So since this angle and this angle are the same, we don't need to redraw it here. We can just copy this one to that side too. So to do that, you can just use Alt, click on Alt, and then move it holding Shift. So that's Alt and Shift together to move it to the other side. So to copy it, and you reflect it to the other side. Transform, reflect, and then click on preview, and that's it. So you balance it well. Like that. So we have our second shadow. So this one we have to draw it again since the angles are different. So we'll take our pen tool again, same as we did the last time. We come here, click on it, come to where we want to drag it to, the extent we want to drag it to. So click and hold to make our curve like that. Click and make it a straight line. Come here, click and drag to make a small curve like that. Click and hold, then just join them together, and we have our curve like that. So this one, to copy it to the other side, Alt and Shift to copy like that to the other side. Reflect, transform, reflect like that. Okay. And that is that. I think the shadows are looking nice. So the next thing now is let's get our text, the text we want to write here. But before that, let's draw. There's a small design I want to put here. So to do that, we'll create a circle, ellipse tool, drag with your shift like that, swap to stroke, align horizontally and vertically, and reduce it to the extent you want it to go to. I think this is good. I think this is good. So now we select everything. We select everything and then click on Shipbuilder tool to remove the parts we don't want. Like what we did to these parts that were here. So next, we want to draw like a line pattern in all these places. So to do that, we use our line segment tool. Click and hold and click the line segment tool. We come here. So we lock. Let's lock this shape so that it should not interfere with what we are creating. To lock, we use Ctrl 2 to lock it. So go back to our selection tool and then we draw a straight line, simple straight line, hold and drag it down like that, reduce it to 1 like that. So we copy, create another copy like this. So instead of doing more like this, creating different ones like this, right? You see that as we are creating it, the distance between them are not the same. So to do it right, since we've copied one, we can use Ctrl D, which will do the last move we made. So Ctrl D will duplicate everything like that. And I just hold on Ctrl D. That's what is making all this like this. So we have our pattern. So we next we'll remove all these places that we don't need. All we need is this part. So to do that, we select everything. We unlock the places we logged and then select all. Use our Shipbuilder tool. Now we have to be careful. Hold on Alt and drag all through to remove all the stuff we don't want. Come here to also drag all through. Come here to also, I have to be very careful here not to touch the main diagram we need. Okay, now we have what we need. That's the design. So next we'll remove, we want to remove this left side and this left side so that there should be opening. It should just be an open rectangle. So to do that, we use our scissors tool. The scissors tool is within the eraser tool. You hold it down and then click on the scissors tool. So then we'll come here. It's only this we are dealing with, so it should be the only one selected. So you click on the scissors tool, click on the beginning point and the head point that you want to cut off. So you click here, the beginning point, hold shift and click here, which is the end point. So click on the selection tool, bring it out and delete it. Go to the other side to the same thing. Click on the scissors tool, click here, shift, click here, selection tool, bring it out, delete it. So we have our opening. So we want to make here, you see that it's a square. We want to make the sides rounded. So to do that, you click on your stroke. If you can't get your stroke here, if your stroke is not there, you can just come here and search for stroke. You see your stroke, so to bring it out, this is the stroke. So you change the cap. These are the caps, so change it to rounded cap. There's another cap here, but it's the rounded cap that we should use. Same for this rounded cap. Okay, so we see that there's some points coming out here. You can use the Shipbuilder tool to remove it too. Okay, so next thing I will do is choose our text. So the text I want to use is a text called Montserrat. So it's a text I really love to use. You can check the description below. You get the font size, the free download. So let me get my text. You click on to get your text tool, type tool. You click on the type tool. It brings down your text, and then you click to bring out a random text. You type what you want to use. So I want to use the word logo design. Logo design. And then to scale up, you hold on Shift and Alt to scale it up as much as you want. Align horizontally like that. So you can, to select the Montserrat font, click here and I'll search for sorry, can't get the spelling. Okay, Montserrat bold. So you can change it any style you want, but it's the bold I'm using. Align horizontally. Next, I want to get a graphic file that we'll use here. So to download the graphic file, you can check the description below. You'll see the link to get the graphic file I will be using here. So you can use any graphic file if you have any, but the exact one I'll be using will be in the description below. So let's get right into it. So import the graphic file. Now you click create and select place. So this graphic file is on my desktop, so I'll go to desktop. It's an SVG file, so you click it and then click on place to place it. So and then you drag to the size you want the graphic to be in, so somewhere like this. Okay, align horizontally. I think this is good. So the next step now is we want to put another text around it, so like maybe like a slogan, something like that. So to do that, we have to create another circle. So click and hold, select the ellipse tool, and then just hold Shift and drag. So this time I want to remove the fill, just the stroke again, align horizontally and vertically, and just try and get the extent you want the text to be in. Okay, I think it's okay like this. So so to write on this circle, on this line, this is a part. So for us to write on the part, we can't just use the type tool straight away. So there's another tool we use, click and hold and click on the type on a part tool. So since this is a part, so that seems like the right tool to use. So then we zoom in and select where we want the text to start from. Click on it to bring on random text. So we'll rename it with the text we want to use. So from our picture right here, we used your slogan goes here. So That's what we'll use. Your slogan goes here. Okay, so you triple tap it and then increase the font bit into like 25, and then hold on Alt. Then we have to put like some spacing in between it. They are too close together. So to do that, you hold on Alt and click on the right arrow button. So it's, and click it like this. Bring everything to the side. Okay. Okay. So I think it's looking nice. So the next thing we'll do is try to make this text in between the line. So to do that, you click on type on parts, and then click on type on the parts options. So align to center, then preview it. Then our slogan is in the middle of the line. Click OK. So beneath, under it too, we have to create another text here. So the text we'll be creating here is hairline company. So to do that, instead of creating another circle, we can just copy this and paste there. So to do that, we just click on it, click on copy, Ctrl C, and then click on paste in front, which is Ctrl F. So we have another one there. So there are two there now. So to make it come down, we click on type on a part, type on a part options, and then click on this flip and preview. So it flips it the other way. Okay. So rotate it to what we want, and then rename it airline company. Okay, like that. We can reduce this a bit so that it can be in the middle. Like that. So the text should be semi-bold, bold text, semi-bold, semi-bold. Okay, I think we are almost done. You can make this text come down a bit too. It's like it's too close to the edge. Okay, like that. So now I think we are almost done. It's looking nice. So next we'll make this line another color to just make it more beautiful. So to do that, we have to expand it first. Expand. Okay. And the thing about all these designs is that before you export your designs, it's very good to expand everything, to make them into shapes, so that there will be no errors when you are exporting or when you are doing anything outside here. So it's better to just expand everything. So we change this color to red, and then make it a deep red. So same here. So instead of doing that, you can just use the eyedropper tool to copy any color on anywhere, any shape. So it copies the color like that. So okay, one last thing, we want to create another rectangle here. So since we are recording this in 2021, we can just make it a white color So the text will be since 2021. Okay. Semi-bold. Align. Can reduce this. Okay. Okay, I think this is looking nice. If you have any question, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And most importantly, hit that subscribe button for much more tutorials like this. Thank you.